A toast with a bite. The humble sandwich, a staple in many of our diets, has a fascinating story that goes beyond just being a quick meal. It's a culinary creation that has stood the test of time, evolving and adapting through centuries. But what makes a sandwich so special? Is it the simplicity, the versatility, or the sheer comfort it brings with every bite? Today we're going to explore all of that and more. Why did the sandwich get invited to every party? Because it's more than just food. It's a symbol of togetherness and celebration. Whether it's a casual get-together or a grand celebration, sandwiches have a way of making any event feel special. They are easy to share, customizable to everyone's taste, and always a crowd pleaser. Because it's always the life of the party, bringing people together one delicious bite at a time. Think about it, a picnic in the park, a family gathering, or even a simple lunch break at work. Sandwiches are there, making moments memorable. They are the ultimate comfort food, bridging gaps and creating connections. We all know and love sandwiches. From the classic peanut butter and jelly to gourmet creations with exotic ingredients, there's a sandwich for every palate. They transcend cultural boundaries, with each region adding its unique twist to this beloved dish. It's a universal language of food that everyone understands. They're the perfect meal, whether you're on the go or relaxing at home. Need a quick bite before a meeting? Grab a sandwich. Want to unwind with something tasty? A sandwich has got you covered. It's the epitome of convenience without compromising on flavor. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this culinary masterpiece came from? The origins of the sandwich are as intriguing as the dish itself. It dates back to the 18th century, attributed to John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. Legend has it that he ordered his meat to be served between two slices of bread, so he could continue playing cards without getting his hands greasy. It's a story full of intrigue, a dash of gambling, and a whole lot of deliciousness. Imagine the scene: a smoky room, the clinking of coins, and the intense focus of players. In the midst of it all, a simple yet revolutionary idea was born. This practical solution quickly caught on, and the sandwich as we know it began its journey to global fame. So grab your favorite chips and a refreshing drink, and let's dive into the fascinating history of the sandwich. From its humble beginnings to its status as a culinary icon, the sandwich has a rich and varied history. We'll explore how it has been embraced and reinvented by different cultures, each adding their unique flavors and traditions. Get ready to be amazed by how a simple combination of bread and fillings became a global phenomenon. The sandwich is more than just a meal, it's a testament to human ingenuity and our love for good food. From street vendors in bustling cities to high-end restaurants, the sandwich has found its place in every corner of the world. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll never look at a sandwich the same way again. So let's embark on this delicious journey together and discover the stories, the flavors, and the magic that make the sandwich an enduring favorite. Our story takes us back to 18th century England, a time of powdered wigs, grand estates, and high-stakes gambling. Here we meet John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, a man with a serious case of the gambling bug. The Earl was not just any gambler, he was a man of great passion and intensity, known to frequent the most prestigious gambling dens of the time. This wasn't your casual Friday night poker game, mind you. These were high-stakes games that could last for hours, even days, with fortunes won and lost in the blink of an eye. The Earl was known to spend hours, even days, on end at the card table. His dedication to the game was legendary, and he was often found deeply engrossed in the thrill of the gamble, surrounded by other equally passionate players. Now legend has it that during one particularly intense gambling marathon, the Earl refused to leave the table, even for a meal. His focus was so unwavering that he couldn't bear to step away, not even for a moment, lest he miss a crucial hand. He needed a solution, a way to eat, without interrupting his game. The Earl pondered his dilemma, searching for a way to satisfy his hunger without sacrificing his place at the table. His solution? A stroke of genius, or perhaps just a stroke of luck fueled by hunger. In a moment of inspiration, he devised a plan that would allow him to continue playing without missing a beat. He asked his servants to bring him some meat tucked between two slices of bread. This simple yet brilliant idea meant he could eat with one hand while keeping the other free to hold his cards. And bam, the sandwich was born. This humble creation, born out of necessity and a love for gambling, would go on to become a beloved staple in diets around the world. From a simple meal to a global phenomenon, the sandwich has a history as rich and varied as its many delicious fillings. Now you might be thinking, bread and meat? That's it? Well, my friends, it's all about the details. The bread isn't just a vessel, it's an integral part of the experience. Imagine biting into a sandwich and the bread crumbles apart or becomes soggy. Not very appetizing, right? The perfect bread can make or break a sandwich. The Earl of Sandwich, the man credited with popularizing this convenient meal, knew this all too well. He wasn't just satisfied with any old bread. He demanded a bread that could stand up to the task, one that could hold its own against the juiciest of fillings without falling apart. The Earl wasn't just satisfied with any old bread, he was a man of refined taste, even when it came to his gambling snacks. You see, the Earl was an avid gambler and he needed a meal that wouldn't interrupt his game. A sandwich was the perfect solution, but only if the bread was up to the challenge. He was a man of refined taste, even when it came to his gambling snacks. He preferred a sturdy, crusty bread that could hold its own against juicy fillings. No soggy bottoms allowed at his table. This demand for quality bread actually played a significant role in the development of baking techniques in England. He preferred a sturdy, crusty bread that could hold its own against juicy fillings. Bakers of the time rose to the challenge, experimenting with different flours and yeasts to create the perfect sandwich bread. They knew that the Earl's high standards would push them to innovate and improve their craft. No soggy bottoms allowed at his table. This demand for quality bread actually played a significant role in the development of baking techniques in England. Bakers began to understand the importance of texture, flavor, and durability in their bread. They experimented with different types of flour, from wheat to rye, and various fermentation processes to achieve the perfect loaf. This demand for quality bread actually played a significant role in the development of baking techniques in England. Bakers rose to the challenge, experimenting with different flours and yeasts to create the perfect sandwich bread. They tried different baking times and temperatures, and even the shape of the loaf was considered to ensure it could hold the fillings without becoming soggy. Bakers rose to the challenge, experimenting with different flours and yeasts to create the perfect sandwich bread. The quest for the perfect vessel led to innovations that would influence bread making for generations. The Earl's insistence on quality bread not only satisfied his own needs but also elevated the standards of baking across the country. And so, the Earl's love for both gambling and a good sandwich inadvertently helped to elevate the art of bread making. His quest for the perfect vessel was more than just a personal preference, it was a catalyst for change in the world of baking. The legacy of his high standards continues to influence the bread we enjoy today, proving that sometimes the smallest details can have the biggest impact. While the original sandwich likely featured roast beef, a classic for a reason, it didn't take long for people to start getting creative with the fillings. After all, the beauty of the sandwich lies in its endless possibilities. Chicken, ham, cheese, vegetables, you name it, it's probably been nestled between two slices of bread at some point. And let's not forget about the condiments. Mustard, mayonnaise, chutneys, and spreads all add another layer of flavor and texture to this culinary chameleon. The sandwich became a blank canvas for culinary creativity, adapting to different cultures, tastes, and ingredients. Section 5, From High Society to Humble Hands, the Sandwich's Journey. At first, the sandwich was seen as a novelty among the English upper class, a quirky snack enjoyed by card players and the like. But it wasn't long before this convenient and delicious creation started to spread beyond the walls of grand estates. Factory workers, street vendors, and busy families all embraced the sandwich as a quick and easy meal that could be eaten on the go. It became a symbol of practicality and efficiency, fueling the Industrial Revolution and the changing pace of life. The sandwich's journey from aristocratic gambling dens to the hands of the working class is a testament to its universal appeal. Section 6, The Rise of the Sandwich Shops, a Culinary Revolution. As the sandwich's popularity soared, so too did the demand for dedicated establishments where people could satisfy their cravings. Thus, the sandwich shop was born. These early sandwich shops were a far cry from the fast food chains of today. They were often small, family-run businesses that took pride in using fresh, locally sourced ingredients. The rise of the sandwich shop marked a significant shift in the culinary landscape, making delicious and affordable food more accessible to the masses. Section 7, Global Inspirations, Local Flavors, the Sandwich's Passport. As the sandwich traveled across borders and oceans, it embraced new flavors and ingredients, adapting to local tastes and traditions. From the Vietnamese banh mi to the Argentinian choripan, the sandwich became a true citizen of the world. The beauty of the sandwich lies in its ability to seamlessly blend cultures and cuisines. It's a culinary chameleon, taking on the flavors and ingredients of its surroundings while remaining true to its core identity, a delicious and convenient meal that brings people together. Section 8, the sandwich today, a lunchtime legacy. Fast forward to today, and the sandwich is more popular than ever. From humble PB&Js to gourmet creations piled high with artisanal cheeses and exotic meats, the sandwich continues to reign supreme as a lunchtime, and let's be honest, anytime, favorite. It's the go-to meal for busy professionals, students, and families on the go. And with the rise of online food delivery services, the sandwich has become even more accessible, just a few clicks away from satisfying our cravings. The sandwich's enduring popularity is a testament to its simplicity, versatility, and of course, its deliciousness. Section 9. So next time you grab a sandwich, remember the Earl. So there you have it, the fascinating tale of how a gambling Earl's need for speed and a hearty meal gave birth to one of the world's most beloved culinary creations. The next time you bite into a juicy sandwich, take a moment to appreciate the long and delicious journey it's taken. And maybe, just maybe, raise a toast to the Earl of Sandwich, the accidental culinary genius who made it all possible.